What's good, y'all? Al Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it, you heard? Let's get it. Let's get it. Now this joint right here is about the fallout with Fruit. You heard? Yeah, the big fallout with Fruit. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody know I was on the internet about 5 to 6 months before him. You know what I'm saying? And I started out on that dude channel. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? All my stories was official. I had my own fan base. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was liking me. You know what I'm saying? To the point where homeboy offered to put me on the team as far as the Bronx dude. You know what I'm saying? Telling us Bronx storytelling. You heard from the Bronx point of view. You know what I'm saying? And I fitted right in. You heard? And when I got in, a whole bunch of other dudes was telling dope stories too. Shout out to the Great Wise. I like your stories. Always was official. Shout out to Big Dice. You heard? Everybody know he brought movies to the stories. You know what I'm saying? He turned the stories into movies. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Don Dre for his dope story that he did. You know what I'm saying? That Born Son story. Now, Fruit and them dudes came on after me, right? And when they came on with the LG story, I was in the comments, I was in the stories, I was showing my support because I was digging the stories, I was digging the history. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I knew that the dude Fruit killed my man baby mother, but I never got into it because I never heard the whole story, you know what I'm saying, of what happened, you know what I'm saying? So I played my background and I just enjoyed the stories that was being said. You know what I'm saying? And I used to give my official comments. If I liked the story, I was in the comments. If I didn't like the story, you wouldn't see me in no comments. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Now look, everything really started, all right, now, Lask started some Bronx versus Brooklyn joint, right? And when he started the Bronx versus Brooklyn joint, he called me out. He said, yo, L, don't feel no type of way. I got some heavy Bronx action coming and this and that and this. You know, I got a good story coming. You heard your man Frazier and it. So I said, all right. Called my man up, let him know, yo, niggas about to make a story about you. I ain't even hear it yet. You heard? Check it out. About to come on in a half an hour. We checked it out. We called each other back. You heard? We laughed about it. You heard? Boom, boom. So now, boom. Doom. Now, the next story, then you know, Fruit was starting his Bronx. He was putting his Bronx stuff into his LG work, right? Putting his Bronx versus Brooklyn stuff into his LG work, right? So then his story came out. I think he's talking about Killer with John Rambo or something like that. And this and this and this and that. You heard? I don't know if he was the first one to come out with the Killer and John Rambo story or the second one, but I know he had a habit of piggybacking off of, like if somebody else from Brooklyn or that he knew came out and mentioned a dude name that was official, you'll see Fruit piggybacking off that joint. You heard? Like trying to mention it in his lives and his stories, and like he'll come up with his story and then he'll mention, yeah, homeboy mention my comrade such and such. Like, come on, man. You like let a person live off their story and you live off your story. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be in everybody's story. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom. He was in the background in niggas' story. I don't know if he was the first one or the second one to mention the Killer John Rambo joint. So now when they came out with the Killer John Rambo joint, right? I was kind of confused because I know John Rambo, and I never heard in his history that he couldn't fight or none of that stuff, because sometimes when you a wild boy, People talk like that. Like people be like if you bust your gun in the hood, you have some people that be like, yeah, son bust his gun. You know what I'm saying? Then you have some people be like, yeah, but that nigga is a punk. That nigga can't fight. I whip that nigga ass. I beat that nigga up. No, I used to whip that nigga ass. Like that's how niggas is in the hood. That's how they talk behind dudes' back. You know what I'm saying? So, but I never heard that about John. I heard he used to bust his gun. I heard he was a wild boy. I know he was a wild boy, but I never heard that he couldn't fight. So they was like, Killer whipped his ass and this and that. And I know John, and I know Killer too, but I'm not saying that Killer couldn't whip his ass. I'm just saying that I know both of them, you heard? And despite what Fruit tried to say in his live against me, he tried to say, yo, Killer don't know that, nigga. Nigga, I was with Killer in Clinton when he was blood, nigga. 1999, man. We kicked it and all that. I asked how I was his brother and everything, man. You heard? Killer know me, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I got there, them niggas told Killer about me, man. You heard? And I know Killer. You heard? I may not know him like you, but everybody know niggas, nigga. You heard? He talking about, oh, niggas don't know you. That's all his whole thing is, to try to discredit niggas. He talk about, oh, everybody hating on him and all that. No, nigga, you got on the internet trying to discredit niggas. And I'm going to show you how you always try to discredit dudes. You be thinking something sweet about dudes, but ain't nothing sweet about nobody but you, nigga. Ain't nothing sweet about nobody but you. Now, look. Now, so I call up my man. I'm like, yo, this nigga, you seen that interview? Them niggas talking about Killer whipped John Rambo ass. Is that true? He's like, yo, my man Box. Like, yo, let me call John. You heard? Got him right on the phone. Called John. Called me back a few minutes later. Yo, John said that shit wasn't true. That ain't happened like that. This is how it happened. And, yo, matter of fact, B, I'm gonna get up on your joint. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, get up on my joint. You heard? But before he got up on my joint, we kicked it for like an hour, and he was telling me all the stuff that he had to spit about prison. You heard? DMX, this and that, and this. I was like, what? Yeah, I need this. You heard? Nobody know about, ain't nobody talking about DMX on the internet, in jail, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know DMX had a hard life. He grew up in group homes, DFY, and institutions and prisons, you heard? And had a hard time with prison life, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't nobody up there talking about his jail stuff, you heard? Ain't nobody up there. So I was happy to hear that, you know what I'm saying? And then I was the first one to get y'all DMX battling, Echo for high drops, skateboards on the island, all kind of stuff. Come on, nigga. That's why my Bach interview is official, you heard? So boom, drop the Bach interview, you heard? Now, it ain't happen like that. John said it happened like this. These niggas went crazy. This nigga Fruit, he went crazy. And he got his little crew with him, you heard? Boom. When niggas talk about they God, you can't talk about these Bronx niggas God, you heard? Because they gonna say something, they gonna feel some type of way. You can't, I'm listening to these niggas like, these niggas is clowns, B. You know what I'm saying? These niggas could talk about anybody they want, but as soon as somebody else talk about somebody, here they go, yo, man, yo, come on, man, yo, why you talking about Brooklyn niggas? Why you talking about this nigga? Yo, those are my mans, those are my, man, get out of here. Y'all niggas is lames, man, with that, you heard? Niggas out here in the regular world, nigga. Nigga don't care about none of that corny ass jail shit that y'all niggas lived with. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing real about being in jail over 15 years. Nothing. Nothing real about it. Believe what I say. You know what I'm saying? If you had to sit down for all that time, especially for a crime that you committed, you a El Fulio, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You a El Fulio, nigga. You heard? Because while you was doing 15 years, people was making moves in 15 years. You know how much stuff happened in 15 years, nigga? You heard? So you El Fulio, thinking that you did 20-something years and you was that dude and this and that and that. And you wasn't nobody. You still ain't nobody. You got to make yourself somebody, nigga. You heard? Be home for 20 years without a felony. Then you saying something. You heard? So now, he like, yo, niggas hating on me and my man Bach interview. Niggas got a whole bunch of bull crap to say. I'm sitting back. I'm like, yo, these niggas is lames, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas can say whatever they want, but as soon as I say something or I come out with somebody that got something to say, these niggas is feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Then he run into the big platform. You heard? He run into the big platform. He like, oh yeah, man, I wanna do it on the big platform, man. And then I'm looking at this nigga like, nigga, you can't even hold your own, nigga. You heard? You playing secretary to niggas, man. You heard? Nigga was sucking up the niggas just to be a part of the channel, B. Get out of here, nigga. You heard? You ain't see me sucking up to nobody. I was supporting the channel, supporting the stories and all that. Like I told y'all, stories that I like, y'all see me in the comments. Y'all see me bigging it up. You heard? If I really like the story, I might even do a video on it. You heard? But if I ain't like the story, you don't see me a peep in the comment. You won't see me a peep in the comment. And that's the difference between me and them niggas. You heard? I was giving it up for all the stories. If his story was dope, I liked it. You heard? Them niggas started bringing that divide in. You heard? That Bronx versus Brooklyn divide. So then they was trying to make it seem like I was fugazi, like I'm biting off niggas. You heard? Cause I'm starting my own channel, not knowing that I was telling jail stories 3 years before I even got on that St. Last. I was telling jail stories on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram 3-4 years ago. You gonna see me telling stories. Way before dudes was on Instagram telling jailhouse stories. I was telling jailhouse stories on my Instagram. When dudes probably was looking at them like, yo, what this nigga L talking about? This nigga talking about jail, B? And I know certain dudes was looking at it because dudes was making little smart remarks and this and that, you heard? But dudes ain't see my vision. I knew I had something. I knew I was on to something. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, you heard? But I was procrastinating. You know what I'm saying? Procrastinating. But I really wasn't procrastinating. Everything wasn't formulated in my head. The idea thing. So I needed to get down with somebody to grow, to see what I wanted to do. And it all came to me as I started doing the stories. And then I started listening to Big Dice, and I started seeing that he turned the stories into movies. I said, oh yeah, we could turn these stories into movies. You know what I'm saying? Then this dude told me one time, yo, you could make a story out of anything. You could tell a story out of anything. You know what I'm saying? I walked to the store, got my blunt. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell a story out of anything. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, all right. So it started coming to me. Yeah, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Then people was feeling me. I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? So then these niggas hating on me. You heard hating on my page. You heard talking about. Now all of a sudden, niggas go from storytelling, you heard, to movies now. Yo, we got movies over here. You heard? Niggas making indirect. We got movies over here. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. And niggas, if you look at niggas' lives, niggas thing, niggas be throwing mad indirects. You heard? Mad indirects. But I was caught in a funny situation because if I would have came out saying what I felt and all that, the people would have turned against me because people was looking for that. People was looking, oh, this dude started his own page. Let's see what's going to happen now. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to remember, I only told like 3 stories. Then I got the interview from the Florida prison dude. You know what I'm saying? Then the Florida prison dude, what he said, L Famous, you heard, one of my best stories, the best storyteller up there. I only had about 3 or 4 stories up there when he was saying that, when he wanted to interview me, when he gave me that interview. You understand? So boom, you know, I'm moving quick, you know what I'm saying, with the storytelling joint, you know what I'm saying? With dudes feeling me, because you got to remember, I brought a certain type of storytelling to it. I brought the raw joint. You know what I'm saying? My joints is raw. Shit Slinger, Murder Mar 9, all my joints is raw. You know what I'm saying? Some joints I mention names, some joints I don't. I don't care. Niggas can't do nothing to me, can't say nothing to me about my stories, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't incriminating nobody. I'm talking about no murders, no none of that, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So boom, I know the direction that I'm going, you heard, with my stories. Everything outdated, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nothing that people could just go find and pull back up, you know what I'm saying? Nah, talk about nothing like that, you heard? Now boom, so now your boy, they got this Bronx versus Brooklyn joint going on. So you know what happened? My man Frazier, I reached out to Frazier. Frazier Gave me the history on what really happened with that Bronx and Brooklyn joint. And that's when y'all heard the Fraser story. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to spit it, but he gave it to me. You heard? He gave me the whole story. The whole story. And I spitted it to my best. You heard? You know what I'm saying? That's why I told y'all that story right there was done on some, you know what I'm saying, on some incognito type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like unorthodox, matter of fact. It was done on some unorthodox type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't done like how I normally tell my stories. I really somebody gave me the story. I read it and read what the person said. Enough until I incorporated what happened in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I gave it to y'all. And people checked out. People checked it out. You heard? So that was the first time when niggas ran into the roadblock with the homeboy, he hating, you know what I'm saying? You heard? So now I'm in the cut. You heard? That done happen. You heard? Boom. John Rambo started calling them niggas up. Yeah, John Rambo started calling them niggas up, telling them niggas that the story ain't happened like that. You had a whole bunch of Brooklyn cats that was getting on there like, yeah, Killer whipped John Rambo ass. That's how I remember it. Boom, boom. Then you had Hook Off even get up there. He said, he didn't say John Killer whipped his ass. He said it was one of the, it went from John Rambo, to Killer whipped John Rambo ass to motherfucking, it was one of the best fights in C-74 history. Yeah, and Hook Off said that. You know what I'm saying? Then other official dudes got on, you heard, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to dude's story, dudes is official. Then every time your man get on, you know what I'm saying? You could tell it's just, he throwing shots, you know what I'm saying? He throwing up pictures with niggas that I'm mentioning in the story. He trying to turn, he throwing up pictures of Bronx niggas and all that, trying to make it seem like they more official than me and all that. And all them Bronx niggas that they throwing up pictures, I know. And them niggas know me. You know what I'm saying? But he trying to throw them up in a way with like, yeah, these are my comrades. That nigga L, he from the Bronx. Them niggas don't know him and this and that. Man, get out of here, man. I don't even move like that no more. I don't care who don't know me and who do. You do. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was always on YouTube talking about, yeah, I'm doing this for my people. I'm doing this for Mo-Dog. I'm doing this for this person. I'm doing this for that person. You heard? My peoples called me and told me this, and my peoples called me and told me that. And then, nigga, I wasn't doing YouTube for my peoples, you heard? I ain't doing YouTube for none of my peoples, B. I'm doing YouTube for me, B. These are my stories, how I seen it. This how I look at people. This how I view people. You know what I'm saying? This how I dealt with people. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to put your style off on my style. My style always been different. Then they try to make it look like niggas is clowns, niggas is lames, and niggas is just. No, you a clown, you a lame, nigga. You heard? You a clown and you a lame, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't better than nobody. Y'all niggas ain't realer than nobody. Y'all niggas ain't putting no more work than niggas or nothing. That's my word. That's my word. These niggas running around here they was trying to paint a narrative like they was the realest niggas out there. Y'all niggas ain't the realest niggas out there. Especially you, homeboy. Y'all niggas ain't the realest niggas out there. And y'all skirts got pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all skirts got pulled up. So boom. You know what I'm saying? Now they running with this Brooklyn and Bronx shit. They trying to make it seem like they better than me. But you gotta peep it. I'm going against a few niggas. I'm repping the Bronx. I'm holding it down. I even got Bronx niggas that was bidding with them niggas that's on them niggas' side because they wanna be on them niggas' side. Like that gonna mean something. Like they act like they showing me something. You heard? Y'all niggas is birds, nigga. And if I ever see y'all niggas something happening to y'all niggas in the street, I'm walking right past y'all niggas, B. I wouldn't even lift my finger up for y'all niggas. That's my word, man. I might even walk past niggas when I see niggas anyway. And if niggas say something to me that's out of line, we could get it, nigga. Cause niggas know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to all them Bronx niggas that's rolling with niggas, against niggas. You heard? I don't care who you is, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100, B. You know what I'm saying? Cause these dudes, you know what I'm saying, them Brooklyn cats, them Brooklyn cats around homeboy ain't gonna go against him for me, you know what I'm saying? Or for none of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you get a lot of dick riders, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, oh, boom, came up under niggas style, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about these niggas, B. These niggas ain't no heroes to me, B. You heard? The nigga that did 25 to life, nigga that killed the nigga that run around busting his gun, those dudes ain't heroes to me. Now, when I was younger, when I was 14, 15, 16, maybe in my early 20s, you know what I'm saying? But when I realized that a lot of them dudes that bust their guns, they cowards, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Half of them niggas go to jail, they tell on niggas, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't tell on niggas, they turn into babies. They whine and they get mad over niggas about their case, about something they did, about the time they gotta do. You heard? And that's what happens with a lot of them dudes. Got a whole bunch of bitter dudes that be in jail, mad at the world because they caught a case, because they couldn't figure it out when they was in the street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, B. Whole bunch of bum niggas that made a mistake, that did a whole bunch of accidents and mistakes. You know what I'm saying? These niggas wanna be put on a high pedestal. These niggas wanna be the realest niggas in the world. These niggas wanna be, you know, looked upon like they somebody. No, nigga, you bum, crumb, low to earth, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga. You heard? You a low crumb bum on the earth. You heard? Cause soon as you step out of this lifestyle, you'll realize that people looking down on you, you nobody. You heard? You ain't running around with no $100,000 job, nigga. Stop fronting, nigga. You bum ass niggas. Niggas is bums, B. You heard? And it all came out. It all came out. So this is part 1.